So you're in the market for a backpacking chair. Well, you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to review two different backpacking chairs. The first one is the lightest weight backpacking chair I can find on the market, and that is the Flexlite Air Ultralight backpacking chair from REI. This chair weighs 16 ounces outside of the bag, 17.25 ounces inside the bag. This is not a budget backpacking chair, but I do also have a budget offering. This is the lightest weight budget backpacking chair that I can find. It's made by Lacal Outdoor Equipment, and this is their ultralight chair. It weighs 26 ounces in the bag and 25 ounces outside of the bag. So how do these two chairs compare to each other, and which is the best value? Well, let's break them down. I'll tell you what they're made of. I'll go over the pros and cons of each and let you decide which chair is the best value for you. This is the lightest weight backpacking chair that I could find that's on the market. It's even an ounce and a half lighter than the Helinox Chair Zero. It weighs basically 17 ounces in the bag, 16 ounces outside of the bag. So the bag doesn't weigh hardly anything. The materials used on this chair, the seat fabric is a ripstop nylon. It does not tell me the denier or thickness of that material on the website. The poles are aluminum alloy. There again, it did not give me the number on it. I'm assuming it's a 7001 or 7075 aluminum. And then the intersection of the poles where they insert are plastic, and then the tips are rubber. It sets up very easily. As you can see, I'll just set it up here. It takes just a matter of a few seconds to get it set up. And that's the beauty of these. This chair sells for $99 on the REI website. Let's get the fabric on it and see what it looks like, and then the pros and cons. So putting the fabric on this chair is a cinch. You have some little reinforced places on the back that the poles slide right into. Just slide those over. And voila, your chair is ready. So what are the pros and cons of the REI Flexlite Air chair? Well, first of all, it's the weight. 16 ounces outside of the bag, 17 ounces in the bag. It's the lightest weight backpacking chair that I could find on the market, even an ounce and a half lighter than the Helinox Chair Zero. And that's really good. A pound is not much to add to your pack. Number two, the materials and construction. This chair seems to be built very well. The aluminum frame, the nylon fabric seems to be very good on this chair. It seats up to 200 or holds up to 250 pounds, which is gonna carry most people that are out there backpacking. I'm 6'2", 200, I've got 50 pounds to spare. The last thing is it's made by REI, which is a reputable company. They offer a 1-year limited warranty if you're an REI member on this chair, a 90-day limited warranty if you're a non-member, and that's a pretty good warranty. Now, what about the cons on this chair? Well, there's a couple that I see. First of all are the plastic parts on this chair, where your poles insert and meet together. On any of these ultralight backpacking chairs, the plastic, it is a weak point. Not only on this chair, but any of the rest of them, including the Helinox Chair Zero. Those are where this chair can fail and break. Number two are the legs. They end in a point. They do have rubber grommets on them, but they still end in a point. And if you're on soft ground, this chair can sink into the ground, and that's a big aggravation with this chair. Some chairs offer a solid pad that goes underneath it to support the chair, or larger feet on them, as I showed you in one of my previous videos with the iClimb chair. But this chair can sink into soft ground. I'm on pretty firm ground right now, so it's staying solid. But I think too, that's where these chairs tend to break and fail, is when people get on soft ground, they begin to sink in, the chair gets off balance, and then it puts a ton of stress on one of those plastic joints and they snap. So keep that in mind with any of these lighter weight chairs, that the plastic areas can fail. Now, another con to this chair is the price. This chair is $99.95. So this chair is basically $100. Sometimes you could probably get it on sale and get it a little bit less. But some of you are thinking, I don't have $100 to pay for a backpacking chair. Is there a good budget alternative? Well, I think there is, and I'm going to go over that chair with you now. That's the Lacal chair. So let's take a look at it and see what it has to offer for a much less price. So this is the Lacal Outdoor Products Ultralight backpacking chair. This chair comes in a nice storage bag, and it's made out of material similar to the REI Flexlite chair. The seat material is made out of a mesh. and also a ripstop nylon. It does have a good bit of mesh on it to give you ventilation, and you can tell it is ripstop as it does have the grid work in the pattern. The poles are a 7001 aluminum alloy, and they set up real quickly also. You'll notice though, it does not have the plastic inserts for the poles. It's a little bit different design, and I wasn't sure what I thought about this design at first, but now I think I really like this because it takes away the plastic. So you can see the poles, the legs and the back poles slide right through the main pole there and set up that way. And I wasn't sure what I thought about that at first, but I think I really like it now that I've used this chair a little bit. So let's get the fabric on it and let's talk about the pros and cons on this chair. The Lacal chair sets up very easily also. It has the reinforced inserts on the back. You just slide them over the poles. And you have your chair set up in just a moment. I think this chair is a little bit roomier than the REI chair, and I like that about it. So what are the pros and cons of the Lacal Outdoor Products backpacking chair? Well, first of all is the price, $35.99 on Amazon. That's a price that almost anybody can afford, compared to $99.95 for the REI chair or $150 for the Helinox Chair Zero. $35.99 is pretty reasonable. Number two is the weight of this chair. 1 pound and 9 ounces outside of the bag, 1 pound and 10 ounces inside the bag. Now this chair is 9 ounces heavier than the REI Flexlite Air chair, and it's 7 ounces heavier than the Helinox Chair Zero. But 1 pound, 9 ounces, it's the lightest weight budget backpacking chair I've found. Number three are the materials. The aluminum on the legs seems to be very sturdy, very strong. The fabric on the back of the chair, the seat of the chair, seems to be a really good ripstop nylon. It seems to be reinforced really good on the stays where it fits into the poles. So it's got some really good pros to it. Also, it's rated at 260 pounds. So it's actually rated 10 pounds more than the REI Flexlite chair. And as I said, that gives me 60 pounds to spare. So it will fit most backpackers. But what about the cons? Well, there's two big cons with this chair. Once again, we end up with the feet on the chair being in a point. So you're going to sink into soft ground or sandy ground. I'm sitting right now on some pretty firm soil, even though we've had rain lately. This is pretty firm in the woods, and so I'm not sinking in hardly at all. If you get on loose soil, these chairs can sink in. And while this doesn't have the plastic parts that the other chairs have that can break, you still could bend one of the poles if you get it off balance. And that would lead to a failure. So that's something to keep in mind. Number two is I could not find a warranty on this chair. I looked on Lacal's website, I looked on the Amazon site, and I could not find a warranty. So if this chair fails on you, you're probably just out of luck. So that brings us to the critical part of this video and asking the question, which one of these chairs is the best value? Well, that depends on you. Because if you have $100 and you want the lightest weight backpacking chair on the market, the REI Flexlite Air is a great value, backed by a reputable company. But if you don't have that much money, or you don't want to spend that much money, the Lacal Outdoor Products chair is a great value also at $36. Yes, it's 9 ounces heavier, but that's not a huge weight difference. In fact, I own both of these chairs and we'll be taking them with us on our trip to Glacier National Park. Karen will use the REI chair, I'll use the Lacal chair. I want to thank you for watching this channel. I hope you got something out of this video. And please remember, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. I don't push for subscriptions, but it really does help our channel. It's a big encouragement to us. Bye.